Hello, for those who know me, my name's Jules and I would like to talk about accidents and suicides on the railway in the United Kingdom. There's been lots of um, outcry about accidents and suicides on railways in the UK recently in our news. In fact, today, this very day, which is, bear with me, the 17th of April, just over 1 year later, after I've lost my husband, my dear Robert, I am amazed at the lack of health and safety regarding the railways. People are gaining access to the railways. They are um, walking on them. They actually have footpaths that go over the railways. Um, some woman actually got her foot stuck and was killed, even though she negotiated that path very often. Walked that way an awful lot for many years, and actually got herself killed. I won't mention her name, but those in the UK, we do know about this. Then there's other things like people that want to commit suicide. They're getting perfect access to the railways, and despite the fact that there is the technology such as CCTV cameras, um, people are still able to do it. The other issue is that obviously you've got the staff on the railway, you've got the train drivers themselves that are subjected to these accidents because of the lack of health and safety. And I am just absolutely amazed that nobody seems to have a care in the world about their health and safety and their mental health regarding these issues. It's a very scary thing. Now, I saw the CCTV footage regarding my husband, which actually I will not release on YouTube, obviously, for the sake of the family and for the children that knew him and loved him. He was a very loved person. But I remember seeing at least 3 CCTV footages of different angles coming to actually picking up the actual suicide, and he was actually over the line for quite some time in one area and actually ran through and then jumped on another area. So obviously he was rehearsing at the actual station what he was actually going to do, and it was patently obvious that he was going over the line and doing very dangerous things over this yellow line. And yet this railway actually had perfect entrance whereby there was no staff. They could actually walk on, go over the bridge, go to any actual platform, and I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed that as it's so prevalent on the railways, suicides and accidents, that there isn't more care. That there doesn't seem to be anybody picking up from these CCTV cameras that somebody could be in danger of injuring themselves or subjecting others. There was a lady on the platform that actually witnessed my husband's suicide. When we think about it, that these are actually public places, that you could be standing nonchalantly waiting for your train and witness something really horrific that can actually scar you mentally for years. Now, it doesn't surprise me that in this country that we have 80% of all graduate nurses. My daughter is training to be a nurse. She can't get a job. I took a psychology degree. There are no psychologist posts either. But there's all these sorts of actual physical things and mental things happening to people, lack of health and safety, all of which are perfectly preventable if staff were put in place to watch stations. They acted very quickly. Now in this country you can get an ambulance to somebody in a matter of minutes, but what happens when somebody is going over the line? Can you get staff there then? Do they bother to get staff there then? Doesn't seem to be. My husband was on the platform for about 10 minutes before he actually committed suicide. I'm very sort of puzzled as to the times, but I could watch the CCTV again and tell you later that he was there and he was doing dangerous things. It should have been actually, some alarm bells should have been actually raised, especially as I do know that there was this footage recording him at the very time. And in day and age that we have the technology to do anything, we can broadcast out to the world, do anything, but we can't watch dangerous places, public places, and prevent these things from happening. Also, what amazes me is that when people turn up from trying to put themselves under vehicles or what have you, that they are just discharged from the hospital under their family care. I mean, what has happened to me? What about the mental hardship that I went through trying to look after a suicide person? But we're straying from the point. Accidents on railways and suicides on railways should not happen. I don't care whether or not in 1961 they made an act which quite frankly said that it's not illegal for a person to commit suicide in this country. I still feel that there is an onus on this government to look at the mental welfare of its population. And on the whole, suicide is not good. It's not been good for our community. It's not been good for the family. It's not been good at all, especially as Robert was a very public person. I feel very passionately about this. I'd like to hear your comments on it and to hear your experiences. So mail me because I'm really interested in this subject. Mail me about it or send me video responses. I'm interested in your views. I think somebody ought to listen to your views. Thank you for watching my video and God bless you all, and I hope that you do reply, and this has been an interesting video for you. Thank you. Bye bye.